Video. Here you are. So I believe we're live, Jorge.
Hello, my name is Jorge Bogantes. I'm AWS's Natural Resources Specialist. So today we're here in the DoMore24 campaign, Mussel Power. So we're trying to get people to support our new mussel restoration project. So we wanted to talk a little bit about the mussels of the river. So here I have this table with the 8 species of mussels, of freshwater mussels that we have found in the river. These are all native species. Years ago, we didn't know we had this many mussels, but here we are. We partnered with the Maryland Department of Natural Resources with a mussel expert, and we found 8 species. So just to show you some of the interesting species that we have found, like this big guy right here is the LY floater. This is one of the species we're using for our restoration project, and the other one we're using is this one right here, is the eastern pond mussel. And some of the other interesting species are tidewater mucket, is only found in tidal fresh waters. The Atlantic spike, eastern elliptio is one of the most common. So eastern elliptio and eastern floater are the most common and are the only 2 species that are not at risk. Mussels, because they are not in the public eye the most appealing species, they're some of the most endangered animals in North America. 70% of all the mussel species are at risk, whereas birds is only like 15%, just to give you an idea. The same happens here, like 6 of these species are somewhat listed either in Maryland or DC as species of greatest conservation need, because they are increasingly uncommon in the local rivers. So actually the LY floater and the eastern pond mussel, the 2 species that we're using, they are listed as species of greatest conservation need by the District Department of Energy and Environment. So again, I was saying that eastern elliptio and eastern floater are the most common. They are not at risk, so you can find them throughout the river. And then eastern lamb mussel is very interesting. This is one of the few species that has the little lure display to attract the fish. So when the fish come and bite, the female release the larva, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. So then we have the paper pond shell, and yeah, these are all the 8 species of native freshwater mussels that we have in at least in the tidal Anacostia River that we have found so far. There might be 1 or 2 more that we haven't seen. So this is the life cycle, just to remind folks. I don't know if you can get closer here, Maureen, okay, to the life cycle chart. So the female gets fertilized, and she developed the eggs inside her body, and then the larva, and then later on she will release the larva into a host fish, for example a largemouth bass, and the mussels at that point will live as parasites, kind of like ticks or lice, in the fish's body for about a couple of weeks or a month. They feed off the bodily fluids of the fish, and after that time they drop off from the fish body into the river bottom, and then they start growing like tiny baby mussels. They can be like the size of let's say like a sesame seed, and from then they just start growing their shells and growing until they get as big as these guys that you see here. So why are they important? Because they are filter feeders. So a mussel like this, like any of these adults, can filter 10 to 20 gallons of water a day. So they are pretty much filtering all that water from the river's water column, and then they are getting what they what they consider nutritious, which will be bacteria, including E. coli, which we don't like, and plankton, and other tiny particulates in the water column. So in the process, they settle sediments, they get nutrients and all that. So they're great for the river. They're helping us clean the river. And some of the places where we have found more mussels are Buzzard Point, the confluence of the Potomac River. We have a mussel bed. There's a lot of mussels. Like there's 7 of the 8 species that I show here are there at Buzzard Point, and they are in high diversity as we have seen so far. So the filtering capacity of that mussel bed